was
What's
a
up,
new one
Jens?
for the day, Adam. Let's go, my dude. How are you?
Who was that? I think that was Toasty. That was good,
I don't
dude.
know. I don't know
Got
where
all
that came
hyped
from.
up here.
The
Got all hyped
playlist
up.
keeps getting better. GM.
GM. We'll get some alpha. It's Alpha Tuesday, baby. Let's go. How you doing, guys?
Alpha.
Oh. We're
How's
here.
everybody?
We're ready. So hopefully there's some alpha that. So all my bags are on their way to zero. So
Yeah,
hopefully you
I'm
guys
just-
have some alpha.
I'm not even.
I got some. I got some alpha.
I checked the place from last week. It was a rough week to be making calls, but we actually had a winner.
Most
but
of them
I'm gonna-
are down, right?
Is Zesty
Yeah,
the winner again?
Down bad.
We'll see. I'm gonna hold it. for a
King
little bit.
Zesty in the building.
Yes, let's get some people in here. Fuck, I didn't think the Discord as well. We do it, but
Adam,
good
the space
morning.
the
Good
space
night.
has been digressing. So the alpha has to include some Cardano, some Neo Protocol.
Yeah, we could do that. Anything like anywhere we can make money. That could be coins as well, right?
BNB NFTs.
Absolutely.
But we gotta be able to buy it. Like, how do we even buy BNB? Let me just send this. And then we can start it. All right, welcome, guys. Good morning, good night, and all of that. And welcome to the 69th episode of this wonderful thing called the pod. I actually checked the listeners from last week, and apart from just Spaces, the podcast that had most plays was actually our Alpha Tuesday. So happy for that. And this is, I think, the third time we do this. It has been really fun so far. We're gonna focus. It's hard to make, I guess, calls right now. Hope for them to go up. Of course, there's good products still, but we can focus on kind of like anything that could sustain in whatever happens with these volatilities and stuff. It's rough times. Anything that we think could sustain and just hold in this kind of rough market. So as always, the rules are simple. What's the project you're looking at, and why are you looking at this project? Yeah, and as I said, anything you think will sustain the beer market, feel free to share it. Maybe we can just first off, is this a beer market, or are we just whining?
Sweep USDC if you want to maintain value.
It's kind of not a bear market, but it's hibernation.
We like to call it a scare market. It is October, remember.
I mean, it's just the NFTs because it's not the price of Solana. So it's what's going on with the market. That's what's bringing everything
The
down.
0% bullshit. But
It's the
anyways.
royalties meta that's pushing out volume from the markets.
Right. Bags down bad. That's all we need. Alpha.
Yeah, let's share some alpha. First off, I'm gonna announce the winner of last week, but no, I cannot even
Who had
access.
who had the least negative?
Yeah, I think that counts.
No, we actually had it. We actually had a winner. We had a winner. I'm gonna announce it verbally. I cannot post. I wanted to post a tweet, but I cannot access the Twitter right now for some weird reason. The winner is Sesti DJ with his. Yeah, he's here. Sesti, you won again with your Tokyo Saints call. Went 1.2 to 1.63. It even went as high as like 3.5, but right now 1.63. So that's the winner. With a
Congrats,
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I feel like I am amongst family here. I do want to thank everyone that I was able to step on to get to the top. My bags are packed. I hope you packed yours when I called it. I say it's a great buy-in right now as well. Let's keep the meta going.
All right.
We're just, it's the tip of the iceberg for
Are you going for the
episode
hat trick,
69.
Zesty? Are you going to call this again for the next week?
Yes. 100%. I know we're not calling it yet. I'm sorry, we're rushing kind of through it, but yeah, I'm calling it.
Sorry, that was my question.
Let's do it. All right. Did we have Twacky? Oh no, you stepped down. Did you have any play you wanted to share? Feel free to come up. We can start with you. Apart from USDC, that one is a good one as well. But any NFTs? Otherwise, let's take someone else's play. Anything. I have 3 with me today. I'm gonna share. But anyone want to have a go? Try to call something in this rough market.
Maybe yes. Good vibrations seems like possibly good mint. The token has kept a fair value, around 1.5 to 2 Solana, and the mint price is gonna be 2 Solana. So if you got whitelist for that one, right, or a cheap token, think it's a flip opportunity, and people will probably be selling between 3 to 4 Solana. So if you invest 2, that's gonna be a quick flip and a quick win. Good vibrations.
So what is there something specific that makes you think that good vibrations? Is it the art? Is it the team?
Yes. Well, the art right now, I think it's unique to the space. It's very different to what we've been seeing. Their ethos behind the art, not trying to be the next. They say we're not trying to be the next bigots or anything. Like it would be great to achieve that position in the market, but they are not blindly trying to say, hey, we're gonna be there, right? They know the market and their work will speak for itself. Aside of that, the team, it's dogs, and they have a nice background. A lot of people with entrepreneurship background. There's a couple of those that work either in advertisement in New York with big companies. Here in California, one of them owns a chain of, I think it's food restaurants. The only thing, why I say it's probably a flip and maybe pick up one or more down the road is because the roadmap seems to be more long term. They're gonna make a brand to add to direct to consumer products, like stuff that you're gonna find in retail stores. So that's gonna take time, right? But they do have the connections and they do have the background to make it work. So I do see them doing fine long term. Right now, for a week period, I call it as a flip.
Awesome. What was the mint price?
The mint price, it's 2 Solana. It's tomorrow. It's gonna come out tomorrow.
Oh,
2 Solana.
Shit, it's tomorrow already.
Yes.
We've been talking to them, trying to get them on the pod there, so we reached out and wanted to come on, but haven't heard back from them. So I guess maybe we can do a postmint, see where this goes, and do a postmint AMA with them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So minting tomorrow. Maybe I can pin it too, because I've seen this as well. They have a very unique, like, I guess, positive style to the brand. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yes. Yep.
Right, perfect. First today, good vibration for 2 Sol. Where do you think it will end up in a week here?
Hopefully for Solana. I think that's for the current market. That's a fair point.
All right. Let's see. Perfect, Sarah. First call for the day. Do we have Twacky? Did you have any you wanted to share, or was that the USD?
I'm real bearish right now, just because I just don't. I mean, I got some AI club and stuff, but I mean, I don't see the market getting that big of a pump. Like, I just don't. I mean, of course, there's going to be projects that pump at one point, but I just overall, I don't know, and I'm not minting anything.
So is there anything you think, like, because as you said, a lot of people are bearish, you as well. Is there anything you think would sustain or kind of hold this current market if it's prolonged?
He may be driving.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Benji?
I saw I said I was so on a call out of the week again. Sesti, welcome. I'll make you one next week as well.
Ceci even said he wanted to recall. Recall. He has won at both of the Alpha Tuesday.
Yeah, no, just you should recall it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Should we be worried when Zesty's winning every week?
I think
Yeah.
So I wasn't
No,
able
you just pack
to
your
make
bags,
one
Odie.
last
All you
week.
got to do is you buy. Okay,
All right.
just buy.
All right, got it.
All right. Looks
I was
like
busy last Tuesday.
I've got 2 calls this week.
all right, but let's take it, Ceci. I wanted to give you the mic to Twinkie, but I don't know if you bugged us. So Ceci, you get the mic. Give us the place for the week.
All right, welcome back. This is The Pod with Adam and TK and your third co-host, Zesty, who's won the Alpha Call of the Week 2 weeks in a row. I may be the most horrible fantasy football player out there, but when it comes to Alpha, I'm the one. Call me Neo. Well, so we already know which one I'm going to call. The High Rise Saints, currently listed as Tokyo Saints. An amazing project. Founder is one of the founders is someone who I back up completely for the way he has handled the handing over of the keys. Right, he came in, took over the project. They're doing the rebranding. They're upgrading the art. This is for those who haven't been in the space the last couple weeks. He is consistently in spaces. Has built a community as organic as it can be. If you are in the High Rise Saints community, you know what I'm talking about. We're growing by the minute. Everyone is buying into the project. There's analytical tools coming. The man's making the connections he needs. He's going to be speaking at events that are upcoming at the end of this year. He's got events getting planned for gaming online. What is it? Fortnite, bringing all these communities together. He's getting the hype built. We've seen the pump from 0.5 to 0.7 to 1.2. Got as high as 3.5, maybe a little bit higher over the weekend. We're down a bit, but hey, with all the craziness going on, we know why. Great opportunity to jump in if you're looking for the long hold or the flip. You see the opportunity right there. It's Alpha Tuesday, right? If we're looking to make money, this is one you can buy in low and sell high, and not really worry about your bags getting taken away from you. The other project is going to be More Bears. More Bears
We're
is
just gonna let Zesty do 2 calls before anybody else makes one, huh? We're just gonna let him
I
make
took
2
over.
calls before one.
I took over. I can wait. I can wait.
I don't
I'll
think
tell you a little
that
bit
should
more
count. I
about
don't
More
think that
Bears a
should
little
count
later.
because
Yeah,
I
as
think
a
someone else is gonna
disclaimer,
call that.
just a disclaimer. I was gonna say more bears, but I'm more than happy, Zesty, by
Oh,
you
my
can take
bad.
that over.
My
No, 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 no,
bad.
no,
My bad.
no. It's all
No,
good.
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
all
no.
good. No, no, no.
No. I'm behind Soulful.
I like the way
Soulful,
you
go
articulate
ahead. You had
yourself,
your speech
Zesty.
ready to go.
No. I was backing the founder. All I was gonna say is, as we're talking about founders, as we're talking about genuine, upstanding guys who get the work done, don't talk, then Crypto Fan is your man, and he's just the man behind the project More Bears. And I couldn't speak highly of the guy. I mean, known him for a couple of months. One second, Baba. I'm coming. Known him for a couple of months. Daddy Daycare's in full swing, as you can see. But yeah, always been upstanding. Always hits the nail right on the head. Doesn't mince his words. Doesn't beat around the bush. And I'm looking forward to the space and seeing what he's doing. Even though we are hit, yeah, the community stands behind him, and I'm sure we will. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. More Bears. Keep an eye on that and watch the space.
There's at 0.09. So, Ceci, did you want to give a
Not
word
for
for
too
More
long.
Bears as well?
Not for too long.
This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for alpha. I'm here. My money is backed. It's Solana has been transferred from Coinbase. I'm going all in with our treasury. Tell me the NFT to buy, 0% royalties. Here we come. Let's take down the entire system along with it. Thank you.
Let's go. Alpha Tuesday holding up the liquidity in the market. All right. So Tokyo Saints at 1.63 and more beers at 0.09. I don't know, Ceci, did you want to share something? Do you share the vision in more bears, or is there anything else we need to be aware of?
Oh no.
There is another project, but I will let others go. I will back up Soulful and Crypto Flan on the More Bears call. It is a D-Rug. The new collection will be coming out pretty soon here. We're just being patient. We know the founder is hard at work, doing his due diligence to make sure the collection is taken care of before just letting it get airdropped to the current holders. He will be minting out that entire collection, airdropping the current holders their bears, and then putting the rest on the market. I'm very confident in this gentleman and what he can do, and the community as well. The community is pretty solid. You know, we are part of that community, and the community that was already there has come back and is happy that it is getting derugged. So let's see where it goes.
Love it. All right. I think Vinny was first with a hand. Vinny, feel free.
Yeah, fuck you, TK. I'm first. Yo, so like this is my first Alpha Tuesday. So like, what goes on here? Huh? Do I drop some alpha? What happens?
It's simple. It's simple. We're having two rules. What are you looking at in the market right now that you think is a good buy currently, and why do you think it's a good buy right now? And then next week we follow it up and see who becomes the top caller of the week.
I
So
think
Vinny,
I think Tin Breakers is a good buy right now. I'm actually literally in the process of buying one right now. I think investing in launchpads in general is pretty smart, except Magic Eden, of course. Especially with Jack's long-term vision, and especially launchpads that are trying to target, of course, like VC funds and stuff like that, or donations are definitely the ones to look, because that means they know how the game works and are definitely ready to head into the other markets, not just Solana in general.
right, nice. Shame Breakers. Jack, do you think Shame Breakers is a good buy right now?
It's the best buy right now. Seriously, it could go lower tomorrow. I'm not saying it will not, because Solana is fucked, baby. So yeah, it's definitely a good buy. A lot of things are coming, and everything's gonna be good. Thanks, Benji.
Awesome. Right, fourth call of the day. Shame Breakers 2.75. Zolami. Awesome. TK.
So I was gonna make this call last week, but I wasn't able to talk on the Alpha Tuesdays, and Adam just got booted down. But the one I was gonna call, the dude just happened to come up on stage. Black Flag. I was gonna call your project because of what you guys are doing with Hub 3. And I saw you. You were just here on the main account, and then you switched. I see you. So, with what you guys are building with Hub 3, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this. And you're my call. I'm calling you, bud.
Sure. I'm really glad. I was about to go on stage and call it my project. I'm calling it Going to Zero, but instead of calling it as a genuine general call. Thanks, man. But yeah, it's 3 a.m. here at my place. But I love you guys' space, especially Adam and TK as hosts. You guys are great hosts. But yeah, we're building Hub 3. We want projects to use Hub 3 to a way to connect with the community, because we're going to put a lot of features onto it. We have analytic tools. So what is Hub 3? Projects can use it as a tool to identify your holder's location. It's not a doxing tool. You can share your location or you cannot share your location. It's up to you. But most importantly, it's a platform where projects will get to know more about the community, their profiles, their geographical location, and also we're going to put some features onto it, maybe some raffle markets, or maybe some messaging system. There's tons of things that we can put on Hub 3, so that's the alpha. So yeah, we're going to zero. Thanks.
Well, one of the reasons I was going to call you is because you keep telling me that you're going to rug me, and it hasn't happened, dude. I've been waiting for this rug. Like, you're like the worst rug puller ever. Like, the Balloonsville guy's done it like 6 times, and you haven't managed to pull it off once. So, I don't know, man. So, I'm going to put my money in you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. But it's not me. It's the Parax. The crazy ideas are from Parax. But yeah. Thank you, man, for putting your hard-earned money on this rap project. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Maleficus Origin at 1.219 Zulami, followed by TK Sims, and a quick follow-up from the team. Awesome.
That's how you make a call, Adam. You know, you make a call, you bring part of the team up here, so a little bang bang, so people listen to it on the recording, like, ooh, you brought the team up for his call? Yeah, you guys heard it. These other calls, I wasn't here last week. You know, Vinji came up for the Tokyo Saints. He already gone already. Black Flag's still here, so we'll see who wins next week.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Should I take one of mine, or do we have anyone who want to share?
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
I have one, I think, on a beer market, as we call it, the beer marketplace. One that we've had on the pod, actually, is Keepaware. I was bullish after the AMA. I saw that they had players playing, but honestly, like, nothing crazy. They had so basically what it is a metaverse app where you can connect with others and like talk to people, and it's a little bit niche towards gamers. But then I started thinking about it first, and this was like, this is the first Solana metaverse that I've seen that has players playing 24/7. So as for the NFTs, I haven't checked the floor price, but it was 3.4 earlier, 2,500 supply. It's basically land, so you can buy your private land in Keepaware. But why it could be a good place to place your money in the beer market, I think. First time it really hit me was last week. I was talking to someone, not here right now, but if you're listening to this, you know who you are. A person who started playing Kippo just for fun and talking to people and stuff, and then got introduced to NFTs, Solana, and are now hanging out in spaces and the community, basically in the NFT community. So first off, they're having people being onboarded like in real time. Second of all, the team. They took 0% of the min funds and 0% of royalties, which can be debated if that's a good thing, but still, they are not building for the current users. They want to make this much bigger, which he told us in the AMA. And third thing is they are not dependent on that's why I call it a beer marketplace, because they are not dependent on this Solana community, as almost all of the other projects are, because they have players playing the game every single day, like in this platform. The only concern could be that I want to see this land a little bit more valuable before I go and buy a bunch of land. Because I want to see it, but I don't know if anyone has, Tiki, if you remember, if he talked about this in the AMA, but it would be cool to see some type of map so they can get, like, let's say Decentraland, when Adidas and Nike is buying land, so they can basically market by buying this land. That is not the case today. You get your private land, which you can go to and invite people, but there isn't really a map to show, like, I have land in Kippo.
Correct. I haven't seen any like overall map that say, hey, I can go to, say, Tokyo Saints land, or I can go to the Pods land on Kippoverse yet. I know it's still new, and I personally own two things of land. I own a 4x4 and a 6x6 there. So I would I don't know about winning next week, Adam, but I mean, for a long-term hold, I would agree with you.
I guess my conviction is just the fact that whatever, of course, if Solana goes to zero and all the NFTs die, there probably won't be Keepaware. But the fact they should be a survivor, because there is basically people playing this. Their land and whatever they do is exposed 24/7 to all these people playing. So that's my call. Who's going to have a goal?
Yeah, because they're not dependent on Solana. They don't need Solana at all to keep going. They didn't have Solana for the first year they were going. And like, as far as the land goes, they don't have an actual map because it's not going to be like that at this point. But what you can do is, say, if you one of your friends have a land and you're actually friends together on there, as soon as you log in, you can choose to go to their land or not.
Do you know if they have any plans on making like a map, like Decentraland?
That I don't. I have no clue about that whatsoever. I could ask though, but I don't really know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear. We talked a little bit.
So far, I don't think so. Unless they completely change the meta, because a fixed map would give value and take value from hot and cold zones, right? And that's something they say that they didn't want to do. because also you could stick together or buy a land that it's close or together and basically make a larger map, right? And they didn't want to go that route, but it could change, I guess. But right now I don't think that's the route they are taking, right? But I think it's a good project, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Because I guess that could be the incentive for like brands and stuff to come into Kippo and buy big pieces of land. I would love to have my could have a big pod land in and put it on their map to show that.
Yeah.
Listen to 8 Mays. Come here at 2 p.m. What's up, DK?
So I've got a call from Black Flag. He said he can't talk at the moment, but it's one called, I'm gonna butcher this, Saba, SAIBA. It's currently sitting at a 0.53 floor price. This is his call. It says a club of 3,333, whatever that name is, from the year 3022, fighting to maintain peace in the dystopian world. The Genesis collection of Sabaverse. And
how did you? Sorry, I need to find it on Magic Eden. What was the?
It's SAIBA. It's sitting at a 0.53 floor price. I can pin a tweet to the top so people can see who this is because he sent
Cyber Gang, Cyber Companion.
Nope, just SAIBA.
0.53. Is that the one?
Correct.
On it.
Hold on. Let me make sure because it didn't quite look like the tweet. Yeah, no, that's them. So
I want to know the driver. Why do you think Black Flag this is gonna go up in price if you want to send it quick? Or do you just like the project?
I just got this sent to me in my DMs from Black Flag. Said this is his call for the week. He said he wasn't able to talk, but he wanted to put his call in. He said there's new art upcoming. The developer is really talented. So he wanted to make a call, and this is his. I just pinned their stuff to the top for everybody to see what's going on with them.
Oh, I see the new art, dude. Okay, so this is probably this must be the main driver, the art, dude. Because it's pixel art right now, and then they made. You can see the pin tweet up top. They made it into.
Wait, which project is this, guys?
Cyber
Labs.
Ooh, this is
okay. I like the art though. Not bad.
Well, if you look on Magic Eden or Coral Cube or something like that, it doesn't have the labs in it. So if you're searching just for it, just search in that first name, that's Sabai, for everyone.
Sabai. Do you know when the drop is?
I just learned about it. Let's see.
I think it's
we all learning about it at the same time. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Can you spell it?
Sabai.
I'm wondering if this is a art upgrade or if this is.
Yeah, it's got to be an upgrade because
he said if you buy 3, you get the art upgrade by their UI. So if you have 3 of them, maybe a little. It looks like quite a long thread on there. Explaining more of it. Well, I do love seeing things like this. This is something. Has anyone else heard of this?
Wait,
before?
I've
never heard
so
of it.
The current Saber project collection is Pixel. Would that be the same one?
Correct.
Yeah, they're gonna upgrade it.
They fucking need to. That shit is horrendous.
Yeah, but check the pin tweet. Like the new art is sick, dude.
No, the new one is sick. Go and check the one that's there already now, mate. It's gonna make you fly out Magic Eden quicker than you can smell it, mate.
Guys, don't touch that floor yet because I'm gonna. It's a mail. Or after this pod, I'm gonna dive into this.
Yeah, nobody touch it yet.
Too late.
Yeah, no one touch it.
Nice, Black Flag. All right. This is the type of place I like to. All right, perfect. Cyber Labs at 0.53, unless you guys are already all over this. I guess TK is already uploading his liquid. But
yeah.
let's move on. Awesome. Please. Who's ready?
Black Flag seems to think that he's gonna win with this one, so he seems pretty confident in the
I don't
DM.
know.
So
Upon further inspection of the art, it is kind of whack.
that's why they're getting an art upgrade. So
No, the new art.
Why do you think it's whack?
If you blow it up on your computer, man, you'll see.
Bill has a thing for lines, thing like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, I don't think about the fact that most of these fucking idiots out here are like using their phones only. So like when it's real little, like yeah, that looks great. But when you like blow it up to my fucking computer size, like all these drop shadows and kind of boop shading that's going on, yeah, it's kind of crap.
The most important thing is the Twitter PFP, right? The little ball.
Yeah. It's close, man, but it missed. It missed for me.
I honestly can't wait till we get an art upgrade meta until we actually get the real art when the project's launched.
Isn't that already the meta? Like we have all these Gen Con, we have all these type of the summer hype projects upgrading their art.
Yeah, it is. I just feel like they just do it because so they can like get out there. They're trying to time a market at a certain time. Sometimes they're trying to pump out their collection, and they're trying to build hype and community around that. But I mean, it doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for some people, but honestly, I think everybody's getting kind of sick and tired of it.
Yeah, no, agree.
Especially projects that come out and then 1 week later art upgrade. What do you mean? You just came out.
Or what about Community 3's Rifters? They literally had an art upgrade 2 hours after bit was done. Like what?
That's what I'm saying. That's literally like not even 1 week, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
It's almost like they knew that this 0% royalties thing and all these trouble minting things was going to happen, and they had a 10 soul mint. They're like, we got to get this out there now. It's almost like everybody knew.
Who did 10 Soul Mint, by the way?
The Rifters IO.
They did a 10
That was
Soul
like
Mint.
about 3 weeks ago. 3
Yep.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And they sold out.
It sold out
Yes.
quick. Yeah.
How many NFTs?
I think there's 8K total.
8K.
8,000.
Yeah. And it mooned after. It mooned. I went to like 17, 18 soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta know this. This is crazy as fuck. This is worse than shaving my balls, baby. Tell me. I have lots of. What exactly are they doing?
They're building basically building. They're calling it the new version of like a massive online role play game, which they call it a massive community online role play game. And supposedly they're gonna have like ETH collection. They're gonna have multiple like chain collections, and everybody's gonna be able to get involved, and you're gonna be battling against each other. It seems really complicated for me, so I haven't actually like got into it much. But the only thing about the NFT, they got an ETH mint coming out, and I think they have there's another blockchain mint they have coming out. And if you hold the one on Solana, you can either choose to get a free mint on that chain, or they give you 10 soul or some shit like that. And that's what they're pushing, anyways.
Oh, you're basically getting your NFT free.
Yeah, on a whole other chain. Yeah, basically. And then I also believe that the NFTs, if I remember correctly, they're called exiles. And once they are die in the game, it's gone forever, from what I understand. Like, so you can't even use it anymore.
That's even more crazy.
Yeah, but you could kill.
They were able to collect 80,000 soul. You're telling me?
Yes, yeah. Well, all of them were. They didn't give all of them. Some of them they gave. There's thing called. There's different like rankings. There's like demons. There's gods. There's a couple like one-on-ones that are like super powerful that some people mentioned. And then they gave the top 20 influencers. There's thing called demigods. They gave 20 influencers one each. And in aspect, we could go battle the influencers NFTs, and we could kill their demigods and then knock them out completely. And I think that's their kind of. I don't know the concept, but I'm assuming they're trying to get communities versus influencers as a way to play their game.
But you're telling me they collected 80,000 souls, or roughly around that.
Yep.
But it's also, I don't know if I said it, it's community, the team, right?
Yeah, it's under C. It's under technically it's under C1, which is their like Web2 gaming company. But yeah, community. It's under the Community 3 Web.
So it wasn't like a random 8K 10 soul mint coming out. They had some type of track record.
Yeah, and I even had whitelist for it, and I didn't. Man, I was like 10 soul. Heck no, not a chance. And then I saw the art. And I was like, man, I'm glad I did.
He's back to mint now.
They went up.
Yeah, they went up, and then they have like so their first tier of like pieces are like all pretty low on the floor. Then you go to their next tier, they were at a 20 soul floor. The ones that actually look good were at a much higher price, but they're also rare. There's like sets of like there's one has like a set of 100. There's like a set of 80 has one group. There's tons of different groups and classes. So I don't really understand. It's gonna be hard to.
Launchpad did it mint on.
I don't remember.
They minted on Magic Eden's launchpad.
Fuck. So Magic Eden made 8,000 soul out of that?
Sir. Yes, sir. They did. Indeed. It's back to mint now, so if you want to buy one, you should. Right. Should we call
Fuck
something?
this. I'm coming.
Jack, are you going to call something today? What happened? You always have a call for us.
You should talk about Jack's call from last week.
What was Jack's call from last week?
Anthros.
Ooh, that is
DK,
not
what
bad,
the
Jack.
fuck? DK, what the fuck?
But you are not the bad, Jack.
Okay, my today's call. Are you ready for my today's call?
Yes, sir. Shoot.
Geckos.
Geckos. Why do you think
Conservative.
geckos?
Because he's going conservative after getting his ass kicked last week on his call from last week.
Yeah, exactly. True. Anthros kicked my ass. Seriously. I put in 11 soul and I've never seen something with filled of ETH influencers with big names in there fly down to fucking it's like a plane crash with 20,000 altitude. There was no way it straight away crashed, and nobody's investigating as well. This plane crash, nobody's investigating. This is how bad this fucking shit is.
So, Jack, why do you think geckos at 17.8 is a good buy?
See, traditionally, geckos, when the market lifts up, the hope is we're buying right now because we still believe this royalty situation is sorted out and everything is sorted out and we'll be okay. So, based on those assumptions, geckos have the most upside to be had. And they are the first people to introduce this no royalty Metrica green listed shit. They actually gave money to Metrica to implement this. They're giving money. Tell me a project which is ready to give away the money. Apart from chain breakers, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we distribute people to money, but they're literally giving money away to good projects. And well, I don't care about if it's a good project or a bad project. At least at this stage, they're in a very good position to take care. And every single good guy and a smart guy that I know on Solana is in geckos. Most of the founders are in geckos. And most of all, one guy I hope he's not here. He's not here. Fuck. So low. GDR is one of the most objective person that I've ever met in my entire life. That gecko is as sweet as a fuck. Seriously. Love the guy. He's in gecko. Don't tell him that I told such nice things about him. He'll fly on a goddamn moon.
You know this is recorded, right, Jack?
Yeah, he is not gonna. He's too busy showering. He's not gonna listen to that. Don't worry. So he's a nice guy, and he's a smart guy as well. The plays that he makes, he's a very objective person, and he's been in there for almost a year now. So I totally, based on those, I would say geckos have just started to run up, and when this 0% royalty thing matches up, I will say they will at least go to 30, 40. The upside is even 100. Buy a gecko or be a gecko or get left behind.
All right. Awesome. Geckos at 17.8. And you're actually right with GDR. He have been making some some place to. I bought the Blocksmith in like the 40s.
And sold it. He got out. Do you know
Yeah.
that? He got
Yeah,
out
yeah,
at
yeah.
90.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Sadly, he couldn't join us. It's always working this time.
Yeah, can you
Right.
have Tony's alpha place, please?
Tony, I don't know. Maybe he's shy today. We'll see if he comes up, and he usually has some place. Tony, you gotta take back the throne. What the heck? Sesty's just sitting on it and eating. But I also want to take the throne from Sesty, so I cannot just sit by and call projects like Kipo. That's not gonna have any return in a week. I gotta make something out of this. So, my friends, here it comes. Sorceries. This is going to be a midterm flip. Why, you might ask? I didn't do the in-depth analysis on this one like with the others. But it's a simple potential play for a quick little flip. So Sorceries is going to be like brand, fashion line. They're going to have storytelling, and it minted 3 days ago for 1.8 Solana. Currently sitting at the 2.94. So it's up from mint. First off, cool art. It's unique. Second of all, it has been holding up. So there's definitely a demand for this. But anything can come crashing and all this. But there's still it's having 30,000 volume, even though everyone is sad and mad about the market. There is sub-DAOs forming, so like for all these rare trades, which is always a good sign. The community is there. But what's going to be the driver? I think it's going to be the staking. Because the staking is live, and they have this rank up system. So this is a kind of brain dead play, but they have a rank up system, the same system that kind of Smokeheads did, and that Descendants did as well. So you lock your NFT, you upgrade it for their tokens, and you're in the kind of cycle that you stake it, get a token, upgrade it, earn more tokens. Upgrade it, get more tokens. This just goes on and on and on. They haven't revealed too much what the upgraded thing is going to do, but that is going to be the main revolving around the entire storytelling and everything they do. I think people are going to stake it, lock it, upgrade it, and from there the floor price goes up. Perfect. That's my call. Sorceries at 2.9 even now, so I'm going to lower the number.
Calling something that's up, huh? I think it's going to keep going up.
Yes, sir. You have been trending for 3 days.
Hey, so Adam, if I buy Sorceries and I lose on your call, will you reimburse me?
No. I just lose I don't like losing, so. But that's the goal, to take the throne from Sesty. But no refunding. I don't know. Like the lockup thing was a little bit locked. That's the concern, I guess. It was like if you stake it for 30 days, you could upgrade it to the next level. I know both Descendants and Smokeheads had a shorter interval, right? But either way, I checked the staking. It was, I think, 65% staked already. So we'll see. But hey, potential little midterm flip. All right.
Speaking of staking, did you stake your Atadian for 2, 3, or 4 years?
0 years, actually.
0 years, actually, huh?
Yeah, you can go buy it on second now if you want to have another one.
Oh, appreciate that. Thank you, man.
I'm not gonna call it. But we need some sorceries. Okay, I think this could beat Sesty, actually. It could go to like 6, 7, 8, maybe. We'll see. Or straight down. That's most likely. But all right. Who anyone else want to call something? What do we have so far?
We've been doing about an hour. Should have a couple of them.
Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have sources 9 at 2.9.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call it now. That was a cheap call, calling out the more bears. That was a deep shot call on Zesty and Soulful, calling out the more bears because odds of them going up is quite high. Just want to throw that out there.
That is actually a good one. I should have.
Sounds like a lot of whining to me, to be honest.
Zesty wasn't your call,
upset that he didn't call it first.
So
go back to whatever it is that you called.
I say that the co-hosts make their calls first, then we can let the speakers and everybody else make their calls because, I mean, I was going to call that one too, but, you know.
I mean, TK, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I'm 100% sure that it's not going to be a rug. The founders and the devs are always in Discord. And I think that's minimum criteria in this space at the moment.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so yeah, I think more beers could be the winner. Honestly, what else do we have? These high like geckos. That is, in a week, there really has to happen something for that to outrun something like more beers.
Did Odie call anything? He's up here. Odie, did you call anything?
He doesn't. He doesn't like winning, dude. He's taking a guaranteed loss.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna call the last one. I have one more because
No, 2 calls.
Oh,
2
I
calls.
also have 2 more calls.
Oh, let's take it. Let's take it. Bill first.
If More Bears airdrop does happen before next Tuesday, it will be worth no less than 2x of what it is today. Everything else will be less. Every other call you guys made will be down. The other call is Magic Eden will capitulate, and within 2 weeks from today, November 1st, they'll have royalties back on their platform. Bet.
That's a big
bold call.
I'll take the bet. Who wants to take the bet? Anyone?
I hope you're right. I hope you win that bet. To be honest with you.
Sorry, did I hear there's a D-God there on the bet?
No, like one soul, dude. Come on.
You say D-God are going one soul? What? I'm kidding.
No, but they are.
It's actually
You heard it here, folks. D-Gods to 1 soul.
You cannot win the caller of the week on that call, but it's still a good call.
Why can't I?
Because we have to make money on your call.
I mean, Adam, if Magic Eden revert back to the to royalties, I think everybody's making money. So I think that's the best call.
Yeah.
If it happens.
Also, from now until then, week to week, buy nothing, sell everything, and you'll make money. And re-enter lower. Starting to kill the buzz.
Yeah, the thing is, if Morbier makes a 10x from here, and Bill called the Magic Eden thing, I don't know who. It's hard to pick a winner from that. But either way, it's a call. I'm gonna put it in the tweet. Let's see. Cesti, did you have any other something on the market?
I do. Mine are a bit random. I'm not sure if you'd like to go first, but I do have maybe 3. All right, these are a bit random. First, I'm going to call Degenerate Monkeys. It is a project that Barrels. It's Barrels project. I'm not sure if anyone knows who Barrels is. Look them up. I don't know much about the project itself. I just know it's at a great entry and has potential of pumping. There is one thing I do know. There's like some kind of trip involved with ayahuasca or something like that. If you're into that stuff, great. If you're into flipping, great. The other one that I hope cannot go any lower than where it's at is Clever Arson's Nation. They do absolutely nothing, but I'm hoping that with a little bit of hype, there's going to be a pump. It was sitting at 6 before. It could be sitting at 6 once again. Last one I'm going to call is The Descendants. There's a lot of turmoil going on there. Art is still pretty fire. It's at a floor price of 0.39 right now. With a little bit of hype and somebody taking the reins that knows how to handle their shit, it can go right back up. Let's go.
I do have one from Odie. He wants to call them little taters. He wants to call potato friends. Since they have been in a dip, he said he's putting his money on Cred and Nana, saying that since we've all seen them up at 1 soul, they are, I think, 0.3, maybe a little less than 0.3.
0.27.
0.27. So if you went into the taters, that's a good one too.
ATK, what is this Anon merge they're talking about? Do you know what that is?
I do not, sir. I can look into that.
I mean, when I hear merge, it just sounds like they're merging with another blockchain or something like that. You know what I mean? Because what else does a merge mean? That's a lot of.
I mean, they were doing some giveaways for some Aptos NFT projects. So.
Oh, bro, if they merge with Aptos, super fucking bullish. At least for like get some exit liquidity real quick, anyways.
That is also a good one. He's talking about the Anon Club.
How are you going to call it is the question.
I'll call it. I mean, honestly, I don't want to call it, but I mean, I call it. I mean, right now we really could do a bet either way. which your call goes down the most, or up the most, because there's really no telling. As far as Anon Club, I think they have less downward trajectory than all the other projects right now.
Do you think it's going to go up though?
I don't know. I don't think anything's going up for a little while. But I mean, we're going to see a spike at one point. But I mean, maybe not though, because I don't know. I mean, none of us trust what's going on right now. We're not the only ones, you know what I mean? So it's going to be hard to get that trust back in the ecosystem. Because as soon as it pops, everybody that's sitting on these bags right now that are down a little bit, they're all going to start dumping, especially with zero royalties.
Yep. It's rough times to call stuff, honestly. That has been the case ever since we did the Alpha Tuesday. There has only been like the Tokyo Saints. There have been some winners. I think Jack did some profit on the geckos as well. Otherwise, it has been tough times to call. But Anons, yeah, we'll see. Twanky, you didn't give me the signal if you think it's going to go up in a week or down.
I mean, okay, we could do Anon. That's fine. I'll pick them.
All right.
But I'm going to pick the 3Ds, not the regulars.
Ah, right. The Anons, right?
Yep.
Called the Anon Evolved.
Yeah, they're called Evolved.
Right. 9 souls.
Nice switcheroo there, Twinkie.
Thank you.
All right, so we had what? Says the Degenerate Monkeys, 0.11. Clever Arsenation, 1.69. Descendants, 0.39. It's not bad. Potatoes, 0.27. And 3D Anons for 9 souls. Right. I have one last I want to share. And that's simpler. What is simpler? Basically a solution for NFT creators to manage manage their collection, collaborate, and market their product. So basically go on their website, do a bunch of tasks, and that way market your product, and the community can get rewards. But the thing I think is going to drive it this week, especially this week, is the royalties thing. A lot of creators are looking for a way to get their royalties back. And so far, I think Simpler is the one that has come with a concrete solution to this. So they have been building something called Protect that enforces royalties on collections. And how this basically works is if you sign up to this and you break the contract as a buyer, you can keep the NFT, but all the IP and the utility and access will be revoked until you, as the seller delist the NFT, or as the buyer pay royalties to whatever you owe to the collection. So it's a short-term solution for this problem. But I've seen the founder, he's an absolute grinder. Like whenever someone, like especially a creator, go on Twitter and post a tweet saying they're sad about this royalties thing, he comes in there and posts like, yeah, you should sign up to Protect. And then just checking it out, going through the Discord and everything, I found out the team is actually like really transparent. They have a channel in their Discord where they post, all the team members post every day what they're working on. So if I were a team member, I would go in there and say, today I'm going to work on collaborations, build out the Protect platform, blah, 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 blah stuff. So yeah, I like it. I think it's going to drive traction. Unfortunately, the protecting doesn't yet have benefits to holders. But if we see that, especially, but also just in general traction to the product, I think people are going to want to support them. So that could be.
Yeah, if they do come out with that project, you have to pay them to use that more than likely. That's probably where the revenue is going to come from.
Yeah, either some rev share or just like holders get cheaper or even access to this protecting. would be crazy bullish. We'll see. They're fast, dude. They're fast. They put this out in what? As soon as Magic Eden shot their royalties thing, they came up with this protected solution and have just been pumping this on Twitter since. So we'll see. Where are they sitting at? Similar.
So is that a tracker, or they just track the information, right? Because you said enforcing it.
Yes. So basically, if what I saw, if you go on, let's say Hyperspace, and there is a NFT for 0% royalties, they will put up a warning that if you buy this NFT, you don't get access to the benefits and the utilities that we provide. So there's like a warning saying, if you buy this, you're gonna have to pay royalties either way. Until then, you don't get the benefits from the product. So for example, let's say Jack with the shame, that would be a solution, right? Because then it will warn the buyer that don't buy this NFT unless you want to pay royalties.
And is that like an extension for Chrome, like the added utilities on Twitter for NFTs, or is that like an update to the metadata of the NFT itself?
I don't know, dude. I can check the thread and see what they say.
Yeah, because it's interesting, right? If you go to a Hyperspace, which is a platform they don't own, they cannot change the data over there, right? Unless using an extension on the browser itself that alerts you of that.
Set and forget, fully automated on-chain enforcement of royalties, constantly monitoring 0% marketplaces. So basically, it shows in the
metadata. Yeah, probably.
Do not purchase from this exchange.
So there's probably a contract that wrote that you're able to sign with the Update Authority wallet that gives their utility and wallet address the ability to sign on the Update Authority's behalf to update the metadata in the event that it sees on the blockchain that the transaction happens from the royalty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, gonna be interesting to see if they either add some utility holders or just if the traction is enough, like people signing up to this thing is enough to take the floor price higher. We'll see. It could be good for a flip as long as we don't have any other solution for this royalty dilemma. That's my last one for the day. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15 beer marketplace. Oh shit, here he comes. Here comes Tony. I'm sure he has something because he's not gonna just let Cesti take that throne too easy.
I have a wild card.
Oh, I just woke up.
You missed some of the best, but I'm gonna post the trend after.
I have a wild card. Yeah, I think Sharkify is around a support right now. It's 6.4. We haven't seen that one for a while, and I think that's a good support right now. It would I think it will be bouncing around 6 and 8. So I don't think it will go much lower. Shark. So that could be
a TA play.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. 6.425 is the floor price for Sharky. Let's follow this. Tony, do you have any plays today, or are you just going to sit by while Cesti takes the throne again?
I don't know how this is taking the throne. That guy's cheating, man. That guy's asking his kids for the answer. He's cheating. But look, I always start with not a collection, but some traders alpha. If you're looking to degen into something, check the books. Check the books. So when you get onto the collection on Magic Eden, you go to details, and you're looking at the details, yeah? Just check all those addresses. Check the mint address, see how much Solana is there. Check the owner. Sorry, not the owner. Check the token address and check the collection address as well. Just check to see how much is in the actual treasury of this wallet on chain before you even go into the Discord. So if you go into a DGen mint and you can see they've got maybe 250, 300 Solana, you say, right, can they do what they are saying they can do with that money? And if you don't think so, go into the Discord and ask some questions. Say, hey, look, I see there's only $12,000 on the chain for you, but some of your products are going to need outside work. How are you gonna work that? And then it just allows you to have a really positive conversation and an objective investment thesis. Sometimes you don't even need to go in. You go to the mint address or you go to the treasury and there's like 17 Solana in there. You know what's up there.
Before you go into your second one, Tony, we can kind of hear a TV or something in your background, so it's a little distracting.
I was just watching some UFC. I was catching up on the weekend. I missed it, but I'll time it that. Oh my god, he's getting ruined. The second,
From Tony Strange, Doctor Strange going on in the background.
the second one, I'm never gonna cap this. I never really hold something that I'm holding, that I'm wearing, but I think ABC is here to stay. I think this is not just a blue chip, but a blue diamond chip, and they're just gonna continue escalating what they're providing, what they're doing. I don't think AMMs are done. I think this is just the start, and they're just gonna start innovating different ways to use AMMs. I'm already seeing some really interesting plays happening. If not as an investment, well, certainly, for example, I definitely believe once they unlock the Hades Swap, because ABC owns Hades Swap, we are the founders. So once they unlock that 0.5% royalties back to the ABC holders, I think we'll see a little rally. At the moment they're doing quite a good amount of volume on chain, and they're accruing around 1,000 Solana in fees just yesterday. So there is something happening there. It's slow, but once the traction up, I think we're going to see some head-turning announcements.
Can I ask a question on that?
Yes.
What if Magic Eden comes with an AMM tomorrow?
It's still okay because then people will be trading arbitrage. If Magic Eden does switch on the AMM, it'll be quite interesting to see. But still, there'll be an opportunity for arbitrage, and you'd still have ownership of the Hades swap. So then it will just be who's going to do it better.
I don't know if two AMMs, but the pricing will be the same, right? So how are you going to have an arbitrage opportunity there? Because pools are going to be provided by the same people, and they're just going to remain the same.
Depends if
So how is there
the pool's incremental increases are restricted by one AMM or not. So it just allows. So some AMMs might say, right, we're going to restrict it to 5% jumps, whereas one AMM might say we don't restrict anything. You can put the jumps up as much as you want. I'm feeling like grabbing a few cheap NFTs and starting a pool myself for a 10% incremental increase. So yeah, there's no stops on that. And even if Magic Eden starts their AMM, nobody's going to be able to access it because none of the stuff is open source. Whereas Hades source is completely open source, and the crowd always votes with their feet.
Yeah, that's what my question is. So what if Magic Eden takes that code and starts the same AMM?
I'd like to see that. That would be interesting. But looking at their
that was my question.
Looking at their
Tony, what if this happens?
Looking at the way they act, they're very selfish in regards to how much money they want to make, and I can't see them sharing the LP with everybody else. It would most likely be them hogging the LP, and again, it would allow other people to go outside and look for other places that are not as restrictive. But yeah, if they did, it would be super interesting. It would be bad, but I highly doubt they would. And if they did, the profits that you'd make would be dwarfed in comparison to what you'd be able to make on a platform like Hades Swap that wouldn't restrict or siphon some of your funds.
I think Magic Eden's gonna do an AMM to kill Hades Swap, and then things will go back to normal, and they will probably take less fee or no fee, and this way everybody trades on there, and that way things can go back to normal. You have a normal listing where they're charging normal fee.
and the AMM basically competes and takes out 0% royalty stuff.
If they do an AMM, they would also be destroying their own launchpad, because with the AMM you could mint on your own custom website, and it just provide the liquidity for people to sweep. It would actually disincentivize you actually getting people to buy up front. You'd rather put all your collections in if you have the liquidity,
Yeah,
put your collections in an AMM. So Magic Eden would be losing the minting funds.
I think
I'm not sure they'll
they
gain it
wouldn't be
back.
losing that because it's the market. Now, I'm not on Magic Eden side. I'm just looking at if I were a Magic Eden at this point, what would I do? I would do it because, the same example, DeFi is only for 10 to 15% who want to read the document and provide these pooling or interact with them. The rest of the people won't even do that. They just want the regular listing. And normal, like we have launched so many collections at this point, I'm telling you, they wouldn't even know what a liquidity pool is, let alone to read. They cannot read their own thing. I promise you. So those people will go back. This is how you kill Hades Swap and then balance the market. This is what I would do if I were Magic Eden. I would start a name and compete with Hades Swap, volumes back, and incentivize no fee for a long time. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. No fee AMMs. Happy days. This way I kill the volume there. Everybody wants to provide the pooling here because there's no fee and you incentivize a little bit. And the marketplace, the listing marketplace goes back to normal with the 2% and the royalties. That is how I capture most of the market share. And Hyperspace can go back on Twitter crying about how shitty Magic Eden is.
They would benefit. Hyperspace would benefit for a minute, because they would be the ones who are in the middle, where they'll be able to aggregate the differences, if any, between Hades Swap and Magic Eden for a little minute. So they would definitely slow down the mints. Because why would I not just mint on a custom mint on my own candy machine, and then just list on Magic Eden? So they'll lose that 10%.
You wouldn't, Tony, because you don't know, you don't want to read the document. You're used to doing the always, and that is easiest for you. That's why we wouldn't.
But imagine Magic Eden, if some collections did go that route and minted on their own, that's 10% gone. Magic Eden is taking 10% of the collection.
Does not matter. Right now, they have to save their 40% market share.
And I'm seeing Hyperspace is already talking about this reward platform that they're trying to roll out. There's a reward tab, so I don't know how they're going to play that. Whether they're going to reward, I think they're trying to beat Magic Eden to the punch, where they reward the volume you generate. So the more volume you generate and stuff like that.
Anything. Do you know why these guys will actually not be able to give you most of the reward? Because both are centralized companies. Both are owned by VCs. Like more than 20%. On Magic Eden, it's more. On Hyperspace, it's less. But more than 20% of both those companies are owned by VCs. And then comes the founders. How much does even if the reward comes in, it's not going to be much. So that's why these are centralized Web 2.5 companies who's going to go into the dark ages, and we're going to come and we're going to blow them out of the water. At least I'll try.
No, that is true. That is true. That's what I see. When you said that, I'm like, I can't see Magic Eden giving any money away. Like, they're so tight-fisted.
But now they're in danger. Now they're in danger. They were eating steaks and burgers every day. Now they have higher cholesterol. They're about to go die. The people are ready to run, baby.
I agree with, to come out and say, I'll give anybody $1 million who can fix this. It's a cry for help,
Yeah, exactly. So therefore, they're not worried about their 10,000. Now they want their market share back, because then right now they're on a Series B. That means they have 50 people behind who are crowding for their ass, that we invested in you so that we can get 1,000%. Where is my 1,000%? Because on a 1.4 billion valuation, I do not see you achieving that. So therefore, they're saying we need to save.
Gosh, that takes us full circle to what Bill was saying. Well, actually, Bill was saying Magic Eden survived, but yeah, they have to do something, because that's been a week now of no royalties.
Right now, the founder is having daily calls with different VCs or the lead investor and saying, what are you trying to do? What's happening? What the fuck is happening? Why my share price is going down? So what the fuck are you doing? Lotus, get your ass. Sorry, I was eating. No, you cannot eat. I own you.
No, that I
And
agree with.
this really happens. This really happens.
Like it's tough. Even if Magic Eden rolls out we've got Zen Dragons is building a marketplace. SudoSwap is here, by the way. SudoSwap is here as well.
Yeah.
They launched on Solana on Monday or something like that, or last Friday.
Yeah, they
And then
launched.
we've got,
But
what's the
what
other
are they
one?
gonna do?
I
What are
don't
they gonna
know.
do?
They just there's like 3 good AMMs, so Magic Eden would be the 4th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Tony, do you have any last words on ABC? We're having 17 calls, or did you have any other place you wanted to share?
I'm holding. Look, if you wanna go degen stuff, like of course I'm holding ASSC Goons. There used to be Antisocial Club or some Antisocial Club, and they kind of redesigned it around, and it's now ASSC Goons. The pixel art looks alright. It is what it is. It's a Discord kind of DAO thing, but there's a little bit of momentum there. I got in at 0.04. I think at 0.06 now, so there is some movement there. You've also got basically these what would you call them? One minute, let me get the name. They just
Ruggy?
I think he said give him a second. That's what it sounded like there, didn't it? Maybe not.
All right.
yeah. No, that's the one. So Heroes. Check out Heroes. They've got a bunch of tools. They've got a little bit of a Discord there. Again, 0.06. They've never really moved anywhere. But it's just one of those projects that is just continuously trying to get new into. If you're into Discord tools and stuff like that, like minting calendars and what is it? Launch my NFT call things. They've got all those tools in their Discords. They've been around for a month and a half now, so the rug aspect is kind of being slowly removed. I wouldn't throw 50 soul into it, but 1 soul is getting you around 15 or 10 of the things, so it's not
What was
exactly
the
a
name?
huge risk.
Heroes.
Heroes.
Heroes. There's so many heroes. 0.088. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. They all look like you know what I mean.
All right, we're having what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 14, 15. 19 calls. Oh my god, guys. All right, we're gonna have to we cannot take anymore. But let's see if anyone is able to take the throne from Cesti. Last one, Heroes, for 0.0888 sold by Tony. Awesome, guys. All right, I'm gonna make a thread on this, and we're gonna follow it and see who's the next week's top caller. Let's see, Cesti, you're in rough water today.
Cardano's coming.
At this point, everybody's coming. Your
Yeah.
blockchain that your neighbor is cooking in his backyard is coming at this point. This is Solana's business. I'm sorry.
But also, Hyperlaunch is coming. Jack, what's Hyperlaunch?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you still believe in Solana and you want to launch a project on Solana, which does not pay any there is no marketplaces left on Solana which enforces any sort of royalties. In spite of that, if you're the courageous founder who wants to launch without writing a single line of code, Hyperlaunch is the launchpad that you want to go with. We take care of everything, including a minting website, customized to your brand and guidelines. The automated version is coming hopefully within a week. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying really hard. Even the NFT generator is coming. And it's one of the best things you have ever seen in your entire life. 3 clicks, and you can generate your 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, beat the crypto kitties, 1 million collections in minutes. Mostly it's seconds, but minutes. Go to Hyperlaunch and apply to launch today. Although we're permissionless, but we're just hand-holding collections, so we can, if you want to launch in next half an hour, get into my DMs. We can launch your collection in half an hour. Happy days. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yes, if you have an upcoming collection, go to hyperlaunch.live. Thanks for sponsoring this episode of the pod. number 69. Kick. Alpha
6-9.
Tuesday. Yes. Episode 69. Alpha Tuesday, beer marketplace. Let's see. We have next week. We might do one call per person because I realized that the person that calls, if I go and call 16 things, I'm probably gonna win. So I have to put some rules down. We might do one per. We'll see. We have to go more in depth on our plays because 19 is a lot good. We'll see. But we're gonna move to the chill out after party, whatever you want to call it, and just talk shit for another 16 hours. So, thanks as always. Thanks everyone for coming on. Make sure you follow Deep on if you like to listen to us ramble on about shit and also very valuable stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna have Soul Mads and Fearless. Sorry. Soul Mads and Fearless Bulls, Fearless Bulls have been around for some time. They have a collection already. They have an upcoming one as well, and Soul Mads also have an upcoming collection. So we're gonna listen to those two guys tomorrow and see what they are up to. Awesome! Thanks so much for this Alpha Tuesday. I'm gonna make the thread, post it. We'll see who is able to take the throne from Cesti. But until next time. Tomorrow, or if you want to join us in the hangout of the party, feel free to come. Thanks so much for today, guys. Bye.
See you.